Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's go. So we start out with Chris and Nell on date night, right? Nell is looking around and asking Chris did he invite Martell because he has done that before. And he said no. And Chris, real talk, real quick, words matter. One of my very good friends says that all the time. So when you said that Nell was your favorite dance partner and she corrected you and said your only dance partner, you really need to be careful with that. You've had indiscretions and you don't want her to start thinking that something is going on. So just be careful how you say what you say. Now, Nell and Chris are talking, and she mentions that Martell had come over to bring the wine, and she said how their conversation had escalated, and he got a little loud with her. Chris asking, do I need to talk to Martell? Is crazy to me. Yes, you need to talk to Martell. You're going to have to stop being so passive. Like, I can kind of see how he could have cheated on Nell, because Nell is a spitfire. You know what I'm saying? And was the woman he cheated with, was she quiet? Let's keep going. P.S. No one is listening to Martell anymore anyway, right? So the producers or whoever's writing or whatever the scenes are, let's leave out the part that Mel has cheated, because Mel has changed her whole name. So at this point, it's like her and Martell weren't even married. We don't want to hear nothing about Mel cheating no more, because it doesn't matter. Let's keep going for real. So Stormy and Tiffany meet up, right? And Stormy has filled Tiffany in on everything she missed before she got to the barbecue. She told about Kiki throwing the water and all that stuff. Not Stormy, but Tiffany's response was, how is Kiki relevant and irrelevant at the same time? Respectfully, Tiffany, you are the most irrelevant person on this show. You may say things, have one-liners, and you may be a little shady, but I guarantee you when we don't see you, it's okay. Before you use the word irrelevant towards anyone else, think about where you fall in that word also. I'm just saying. And with Stormy telling Tiffany the truth, Tiffany feels a certain way, so she feels like Stormy is against her. But is the truth what she's telling you, right? So when Tiffany says, is this Stormy stirring the pot? Child, Stormy almost got activated, and I actually was here for it. Now, I don't condone anything wrong, but I was here for this. I love that Stormy had self-awareness, and she said, okay, girl, you know what? Don't do that. Let's go sit down and let's talk about it. So at the end of the day, Stormy has talked to Tiffany, and she's going to try to mediate between her and Kiki. I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll see. Let's keep going. So we get to the name change ceremony. It's absolutely beautiful. It's over the top, and it's so on topic for Mel. I thought it was gorgeous, and it makes sense. Mel had endured such pain under the Holt name. Not the whole time that she had the Holt name, but definitely towards the end, right? And she even, the song that was playing that she sung, it even had a reference to her becoming a Rogers again. She said, back to the family that holds me up. And she needs that, right? So congratulations, Melody Cherie Rogers. Very proud of you. Let's keep going. This was a very emotional moment for Mel, right? At this moment, her mother was talking to her and telling her how proud she was of Mel and how proud she's going to make the last name Rogers. And I'm really happy for her, and she knows her mother has her back, right? Let's keep going. Now, I don't know whose idea this was, right? I don't know whose idea this was for Nell to come to Mel's name changing ceremony and talk about Martell. Once again, he has been put in a situation where he is not even wanted. And then for Nell to bring up the fact that Martell said that Mel cheated. So what? And then the fact that her last name is Rogers is null and void. It's like they never happened. Nell, you don't have nothing else to talk about in this moment. Like you couldn't tell Mel, I'm so proud of you to stand on your own. I know this name could have caused you a lot of pain, and you have corrected the problem. I know what you went through. I've gone through it myself. I just want to pull you to the side and say I'm proud of you. That would have made more sense than you talking about she cheated on Martell. Girl, don't nobody care about that. So we get to Stormy and Kyle. Kyle is the COO for Canvas Beauty. And Stormy got really emotional because she said, I think it was in 2022, she said, she almost lost everything. And Kyle was the one who had come in and helped her get it back. Like she had her baby and it was just a lot. Maybe she said 21. But he is the person who works and has this Canvas Beauty on track, right? And I'm sure he's the person that got her on TikTok because she is killing it over there. Y'all, then we got to the Fletcher's family dinner. Y'all, this was right up there for me with the Klumps. Why Did I Get Married? Anything that was Madea, Color Purple, and what's that Christmas movie with Kimberly Elise and Gabrielle Union? Because that was a good one too. Anyone that you've seen, this was good to me. So Nell and Chris have 4 children. She came with a child, he came with a child, and they had 2 together, right? And she has helped raise her niece Kiki. Them Kikis are something else because this particular Kiki, she can't keep no job. Nell has fired Kiki from the daycare. And the reason Kiki got fired from her other job is because she didn't have proper daycare. Now, I don't know how she fixed that, but she says she's working. Now, they don't necessarily go to Nell because she pops off, so they go to Chris. And you can see why, because he is a little quiet and a little passive. But child, that Chris Jr., he's something else, ain't he? They done bailed him out of jail for $6,000. What do you do for $60,000? Like, is that possession? So Chris and Nell, when Chris Jr. was in jail, Chris and Nell had to go get his dog. They took the dog to the vet. It was $3,800 they had to pay. Then they had to pay the $6,000 to get CJ out of jail, right? So they're holding the dog ransom until he pays them the money back. He said that it's an even exchange. Nell popped off. Chris said, flag on the play. Chris, you're going to have to get in there. You're going to have to get up and get in the game, sir. You're going to have to. I don't even know. I don't even see. I can't even see you cheating on nobody. And here's a big PS. The Fletchers feel like they're going to turn this thing up. Child, they done got into it. The kids done left. You haven't been there for me until I was 28. What? And Chris like, get on out of here. Like his voice got a little loud. I'm ready to see that. Then Chris FaceTimes Martell. And he was like, you talked to my wife real crazy. I'm ready to see that. P.S. I did not miss Tisha, Marsha, Kimmy, Maurice, Martell. I did not miss them this entire episode. I don't know, are we trying the Fletchers out to see how they fare for the show? Because my vote is for the Fletchers. You definitely can take a couple off. You can choose whichever one you want to, but you can definitely take one off. And Tiffany ain't slick, baby. She brought this baby to this meeting because she know Kiki could pop off. And maybe she won't pop off if she's breastfeeding the baby. You ain't slick, Tiff. I see you. Y'all, it's your girl, Millie Chun. We can talk about it. Bye.